The band has been operating for 10, 12 years now, you know, and like when we sort of broke the band and got signed and that sort of thing, we were just touring and doing shows, and it wasn't quite as internet and like social networking based as it seems to be. Now there's like, it's like cover a popular song and make a cool YouTube video and like get something viral going online. I don't really know because I didn't do it that way. For us, it was just get out and play as much as you can. And I don't think that's going to hurt you. I still think that's a good idea.
If you're watching this, we're already dead. Melted away to nothing. We're in the desert. It sucks. What's the sign say? Tucson, 246 miles. 246 miles. Tucson, Arizona. So Tucson is less than halfway there.
I can remember one year, maybe it was 2004 or 2005, that we were on tour for 11 months of that year. 3 days off here, a week here, you know, a few days, but like it was just go, 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 go.
We were just focused on that and nothing else. And yeah, there wasn't really anything else going on in my life that mattered. We were just really caught up in making this thing special.
Say something for me, Jesse.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm okay. Tired.
You think you want to play in a band for your life, but all of a sudden you're on the road for 120 days at a time, and you're never going home. My mother had a son, my little brother. He's now 13 years old, but in those first years of Misery Signals, he was a little boy, and he didn't have a dad. And so I always had this really strong sense of obligation to be a dad to Liam. Or how do you balance, you know, touring 10, 11 months of the year with trying to be this father figure to this boy?
All right, so we just arrived in Arkansas at the show.
When I was like 19 through like 21, I was really, really close with my parents. And same with like friends. Like when I lived in Edmonton, from when I started touring with Misery Signals, my friend circle in Edmonton is pretty much down to one person now. You know, like the only person that I still really talk to that lives in Edmonton is Brandon, our merch guy.
Well, maybe it just seems commonplace because through working with Misery Signals, I've made so many friends that do tour. So it seems pretty normal, but when you really think about it, it's kind of not.
Watch out for my urine.
Huh?
Watch out for my urine. There's a cup full of it by your feet.
5 to 10 people pile into a van where you have to put, you know, your gear and where you have to sleep and where it smells awful, and you drive 1,000 miles to play a show in front of 20 people, but you don't care because you're playing music you love to people that also hopefully love it. You don't know where you're gonna sleep that night maybe, but you're gonna probably end up on like some weirdo's floor breathing in asbestos or something, and you know, but it doesn't matter because you're there with your friends and you're there doing what you love and you're experiencing something.
My foot is ruined. About to go to the hospital. Here's the normal foot. Normal foot, fat foot.
Nothing starts out great. You have to be willing to go through some shit and put up with less than ideal conditions. And if you have a lot of love for something, like it's not gonna matter how shitty those conditions are.
How are we doing merch, buddy?
Not that good.
Horribly?
Maybe like 160 bucks. Most of these bands don't make a shit ton of money doing it. It's just kind of like all they know at this point, right? Like they started doing it when they were young, so they just kind of keep at it because what else are they gonna do? In the lean years, these guys didn't even have a trailer. We were touring with a van with like one of those tiny cargo things on the top of it. And all of the merch and personal luggage was crammed up in there, and like amps and drums and everything were just crammed under the back.
So our van stopped working a little while ago, and we're gonna get it fixed here, hopefully. But we're sitting in San Diego, probably missing the show. Awesome.
It's a different world. You're moving so much. You play one city one night and then you move to the next city. You don't leave any time for anything. You're with this traveling group of people and it's like your own separate universe. You know, you guys create your own memories together, but you don't have enough time to create relationships necessarily with the people that live in the city you're playing.
When you spend that much time with your band, those become like your family. You know, those guys for almost 8 years were like my family, like the dudes that you see every day.
I feel it's partly love of the music and partly, you know, these guys are getting to an age where it's like, really, what else do they do? A lot of them didn't go to school. Like I was kind of lucky in the sense, I guess, that before I started touring, I went to college, so I had something to fall back on when I decided to quit, but a lot of these guys don't, right? So this is what they keep doing.